sort of figuring out where I could do my videos and stuff. So it's working out okay. I see a few good spots here and there. Um, for self tapes, though, it's not going to be good to do anything but interesting. Uh, Anything but what they request. So usually they request a blank background, not. I got a nice speaker there as well, as you can see. Just kind of just put this very low. You could probably hear it. That's okay. They just want a blank background, no Christmas tree, no tables, nothing. As you know, the studio I've created there in the front gives me all that. Proper lighting, and away we go. This is nice to sort of do these videos because I can show you a little bit of trees and windows and beautiful view and stuff, and it's much nicer for me watching TV, doing my bike. Feels very homey. So every day I sort of wake up and I sort of figure out, what am I going to talk about today? I mean, I'm just, I want to keep these conversations going, and I don't just want it to be surrounded around the topic of film and acting and stuff like that. I want it to be a little bit more versatile. It's under the heading of entertainment. However, as an entertainer, you go through life, right? So, part of daily living is to know what's going on in the world and to be in touch with the world and people and situations and stuff. So, on Sundays, like today, I like to think about meaningful things and topics. It's a little cold in here, so I'm just gonna put the hoodie on until at least I get warmed up. I love my hoodies, as you know. Okay, perfect. I'm not trying to look pretty here. I'm just trying to be comfortable. It's always nice to sort of be in touch with what's going on emotionally, and especially again relating to being an actor and being working in film and television. You want to make those moments as real as possible, and I guess you have to expose your life and things that you sort of go through in your life.
With our dueling club rounds.
There we go. It's not easy to do that usually, especially if you're like a closed up person, and you don't want to express your emotions too much. I think it's important to do that, though. I guess I've had one instance, one movie that I did, project, that I could actually dig up old feelings and emotional situations and heartfelt moments that I could use in my craft, and that's what they are, heartfelt. I like to get in touch with those on an ongoing basis, once a week at least. Used to do it once a month. Now it's like once a week. You need to on the ground with everyone else and everything else that people are experiencing. I think it's very important sometimes to start off your day like that. In fact, when I did my Adam's Testament, I I started off with those ideas, those emotions, those moments just before uh, the unthinkable happened. Um, it's not easy, but those are moments in some weird way you have to cherish, and that's what we did. We do. We cherish them. I've been noticing a lot of Hallmark. Uh, um, I guess you can call them movies, movie of the week, sort of idea. But Hallmark, and a lot to do with Christmas. But Hallmark has a lot to do with heart, real real heartfelt moments people experience during their life with their family, when they were young, growing up, things that they probably missed growing up that they sort of find the way back to. But they're really nice little projects designed, and they really touch the heart that's willing to be touched. I think that's important. You're in your room by yourself, you're watching TV, you know, you don't have to be shy, you don't have to be embarrassed, but let yourself go. Let yourself go into those moments that nobody wishes they would go. However, it helps. It helps you feel better, helps you get your feet on the ground. It helps you as an actor deal with situations before you have to deal with them on set. Um, and these are things that I was doing today, funny enough, things I was sort of, contemplating and remembering and how, you miss people that we've lost, however which way, you know, it's heartfelt. But that's what I find these Hallmark movies are about, and really heartfelt romances that could have been become a lot of relationships that are mended that were like in turmoil, a lot of self-discovering, spiritual awakening. It's really nice. So I think everyone should definitely dive into these. There's so many. I mean, I got an Android box, and my Android box gives me access to a lot of different things. It's not free anymore. If you want to watch some nice quality stuff, it's not free anymore on a nice platform. I pay for it. It's not a whole lot expensive, a whole lot more expensive than Rogers or Bell. And it's definitely cheaper. It's definitely, you got more freedom. And you got good quality stuff. Because I think now the Android boxes and the systems they use within it, all the programs, distributors, all the programs that show you these different productions, I think they work with the distribution companies and stuff for promoting and advertising. So I think it's a pretty good idea. Like I said, the quality is amazing. Um, and it's well worth the money. You buy a good Android box, spend your money on that. between $100 and $200, $300, you can really get an amazing one. It also mostly includes can include Amazon app on there, Netflix. You can upload apps. If you have any accounts with the regular subscriptions to Tubi or Amazon or Prime, it's all on there. You can have it all on there, Netflix. But the thing is, you don't need that. If you subscribe to a really good one that gives you everything you need. So um, you could find a whole lot of people that work on these boxes that can help you through that on Facebook and stuff like that. Uh, they'll tell you, walk it over with you over the phone, text messages. It's very simple to do, but you need the device. You need the Android box, and you need a TV, obviously. And you need internet because it works basically on internet. There's no cable. There's no Bell or Rogers or anything like that. So it's very simple. So yeah, no commercials sometimes, which is nice. You get the latest feature films and movies and stuff like that. And if you really want to see them at the theater, well, you should watch them first to see if they're good enough to be seen at the theater because you have a lot of options. So then you can go watch at the theater if you want. But the theater right now, as you know, it's not really open. It's kind of closed. So that's the other thing. But with my stereo system, it sounds like a theater. So I'm very happy about that. I asked you guys what kind of things you like to see happen, what kind of things you like to see me do videos about. So I just started back, and it's a whole lot of subject matter we can cover. Um, Today was a very slow day for me. Like I said, I did go shopping right around the corner from where I live, uh, and bought some skincare stuff and stuff I needed. Of course, Christmas coming, you want to get out there a little sooner because it'll be like a zoo out there, and things will run out. Basically, you can do some shopping online as well. Nothing wrong with that. But get your stuff ahead of time so you'll be more prepared for Christmas or during Christmas and during the closures of Christmas and holidays and stuff. So, and if it gets really bad, the weather, you don't want to go out either. But it was nice today. I put my boots on and dressed up warm, my hat, my gloves, and I went walking down to the store. It was really nice. I do as much walking as I can. I live in a place where everything's around me, right downtown, and I don't have to worry about driving all the time and paying for parking or finding parking. And trust me, when it starts to snow like this, you won't find any parking. There'll be, it just be hard to find really good close parking or adequate, suitable parking. Um, I'm just gonna see what I can find here on TV. There's so many things. One of the things I noticed, um, it's a lot of old movies they play, which is fine. Um, and then you see the new movies and you see what the actors look like. Um, some of them look totally different. It started bothering me in the first, like, I don't know why, like watching actors when they were younger and they're really in great shape and, really, really strong actors. And then as you get older, things are different, and it just makes you wonder. There's a lot of new stuff that they're putting through, a lot of new actors though, but they're using definitely well seasoned old movie actors that are that still have the passion to act and film and stuff, um, and they can really bring a whole lot to these productions because of the name, the reputation, the experience. I mean, as I often said, without Nick Mancuso in my movie, I don't know what I would have done. He really brought the best out of me. I had the most scenes with him. That most scenes with the most seasoned actor on there. We had some really good ones as well, but I didn't have a lot of scenes with them. But he had a tremendous influence on me as an actor. So, and I allowed it. The other thing was I allowed him to sort of guide me in the right direction. And then the rest was up to me. So, yeah. So I'm not sure what you guys did today, and if you guys went out and you guys sort of took a nice Sunday, and I had an audition to do, but I realized I have it till Monday night at 10 to hand in. Of course, everything's self-tape. I already talked about that earlier on. Everything's self-tape. But also what I've learned is you don't want to really take it for granted that you have all that time, because last week, I guess it's Sunday, still this week, earlier this week, I had like between a day and a half or so, a day and a half, I had like 4 auditions I had to prepare. And I had 3. And then I sort of said, well, okay, I'll do these tomorrow. And then I had another one. So now, the workload gets bigger and better. But it requires time to do these auditions. It requires a reader to be available for these auditions with you. It requires time. So try to get your stuff ahead a lot sooner. It's much better, much more relaxing. So if it wasn't for 10 o'clock p.m., I would do it today. I would have done it today. I don't know if you've noticed auditions. There's a lot more commercials than there are TV and film, and that's fine. Commercials are great paying. They bring you good money, good exposure as well. May not be the acting role that you are looking for. However, it's part of it, and it's fine to do commercials. But there's a lot of, they're requesting a lot of miming, improvisation, a lot of miming. I think commercials is mostly about a lot of miming and your imagination and improvisation. So there's no script per se, there's direction. And if there is a script, there's not very many lines. It's mostly about what you're doing in the scene, how you're interacting with something or someone. It's not really much lines. You got to sort of make it your own. So I find that was something I wish I would have studied more, is improvisation and miming. I mean, you could be in a car and mime in a car that you're going somewhere, but it's not the same as being on a chair and miming you're in a car going somewhere. So, things like that. I always sort of take my Sundays, and take care of my skin, do my, you guys know, the facials and stuff like that with masks and scrubs and stuff like that. Be gentle, of course. But it's a good time to get those things done on Sunday. That's if you're not working and you're not too busy. Get your stuff organized for the week that's coming. I think it's very important as well. And you know, I talked about training and eating and stuff, and there's when you're auditioning or you're waiting for auditions to come in, you really don't know when they're going to come in, and you don't know. Um, you need to really watch your game constantly. And as I was telling you before in another video, it takes about 21 days to create a habit and to create some really significant change. 21 days. Not my saying, it's the professionals say that. So um, that's important to know, to always sort of be on top of your game, to sacrifice, compromise in some sort. But you could not doing that could be compromising uh, incredible gains, incredible. You could be forfeiting incredible um, luxuries that your career wants to give you, or you have the opportunity to achieve. That audition you do could be incredible audition that will get you set up and moving. Um, you're not going to get everyone because you don't know exactly what they're looking for. Nobody does. Something makes them decide that you're the person for it, and they want to invest their time, their money, their energy in using you. Your agent can only do the best she could or he could and submit you for things that they think that you're good for and you're in the right vicinity for, as far as age and the look and whatever else they're requesting, even speaking different languages. I find I've been getting auditions that request me to speak Italian and French on top of English. So it's an asset, you know, it's an asset. So you want to think about it like that way. I want to keep these a little shorter from now on. See if, 20 minutes, 30 minutes is probably sufficient. But I want to get my ideas out as much as possible. So today, basically, the idea was to be grounded, to watch some really emotional things on TV that can get you to places, feeling it, letting yourself feel, practice, practice, practice. But the other benefit is you'll feel good about yourself and you'll see through different lenses, I guess. You'll be more grounded. I think it helps. You could do it once a month, once every 2 weeks, once a week, whatever you like, but do it. It's a lot of movement, pushing us here, pushing us there. Fast pace here, fast pace there. Not enough time to feel, not enough time to remember, and not enough time to dig into those places that we store things. So let's get them out. Let's get on the open. I'm not condoning or not condoning that therapists don't have a great job and they can't help. They can. But they're not going to do it every single day. And you go through life every single day. So you want to see a therapist? Great. See a therapist once a month. If you want. You don't have to see them every day or whatever. And the rest, you can do your own therapy. You can sort of get down to the nitty gritty yourself, get down to those secrets, happy, dark, whatever they are. And then you could talk about really practical things with your therapist as well. So I've never seen a therapist. I've always sort of been my own therapist. I ask questions. People I think might know the answer. Like I said, I think I might want to eventually maybe go see a therapist. It's like a conversation you're having with somebody, and their job is strictly based around helping you figure something out, which is nice. They're not going to judge you based on anything else. And it's a very clear-cut path to an answer, if there's an answer to be gotten or had. So I think in the future I might want to visit one and stuff. I've been told many times, that how much joy people get from seeing their therapist. Remember, there's a lot of self-help books, tapes, videos, audiobooks out there, books that you can indulge in. You can really start to understand things on a different level, different ways, different angles. Everything we take in is information that we may or may not use. If you don't want to use that information and you think you're never going to use it, you can discard it. You can just change your direction of focus and focus on, eventually that will just dissipate. So just focus on things that you love, you want to be part of, and just absorb that information, dig into it, play around with it, use it, see how it improves your life. Basically, that's the name of the game, is how can this improve my life? How can this get me to receive an idea, create an idea, take it, move on it, act on it, and see what kind of results it will give me to my life. So remember, I have a quote, and I keep forgetting exactly how it goes, but there'll be a time where I won't forget it. The way it goes is, the best thing about using your imagination to create something new or to do something that's never been done before is that nobody can prove you wrong. The best thing about using your imagination to create something that's never been created before or done before is that nobody can prove you wrong. There's no precedent. You can do whatever you want. You can write your own story, write your own new page. Nothing has to be exactly how it was before. You can start a whole new life, a whole new idea, a whole new relationship, a whole new career, anything, a whole new way you interpret your health. Nothing's stopping you. If you understand, you can create something that's never been created before or thought of before, and nobody can prove you wrong because there's no precedent for it. This is Philip Moran. Again, thank you for joining me. I had a great time with you again. Bye-bye.